My employer holds my passport for safekeeping, even though it is not mentioned in my contract. Can I complain to MOHRE, or is this common practice here? Absolutely should complain, and it is not, I mean, it's, I guess maybe it is less common than it used to be. It's still a practice that we hear about, but it's not at all as common as it used to be, and it certainly is illegal. It has, by the way, always been illegal, but it is even more so expressly stated in the law now. So as per the UE employment law, there's a specific provision that clearly states that employers or companies are not allowed to hold employees' identification documents, official documents, unless obviously they agree. So therefore, what your employer is doing is against the law. Now, to report this, if you work on the mainland company and you're subject to MOHRE, then yes, you can report to MOHRE, and it may be that they'll be able to intervene and resolve this fairly quickly. And since MOHRE complaints are quite efficiently filed and usually addressed, that perhaps is a good step forward. But if you're not on the mainland and you don't have the option of MOHRE, then you have to go through the free zones, and the free zones don't quite have the same mechanism of putting pressure on companies the way the MOHRE does. So they may not be able to resolve it as quickly or as efficiently. So the other option, and in many cases, even if you're working under the MOHRE jurisdiction and the company does not respond to the MOHRE's complaints or nudging or threats, then your ultimate option is to go to court. Now, going to court is not as scary as it may sound. So you can file a request to the court either through a court portal or through the typing center, and the request would be for called an order on petition, which is an expedited request, an administrative request to the court, requesting for the court to issue a letter to the employer to return your passport. Now, these requests, the court usually decides at 1 day or 2 days, and then as a result, you'll have a letter, like an order from the court, requesting your employer to refund the passport. So what you do then with this letter, you either give it to the employer directly, and they'll give you the passport, presumably. If not, then you go with this letter, court letter, to the police, and then the police will call the employer, and in that case, they will return the passport to you quite quickly. If not, then the police can file a criminal case against them. So that's the process for reclaiming your passport. I've done, I think, a number of podcasts on this topic, so certainly listen to it if you want to know how to file a specific order and petition case. But certainly know that the law is very clear about that, and you can even share the podcast or some of my social media posts about this topic with employers. We have actually heard from a number of clients and where that has been effective, because in my social media posts, I cite specific provisions in the law that clearly indicates that your employer's practice is illegal.